Hey guys, today we're going to talk about being patient because we know that what is to come is incredibly valuable. So let's go ahead and jump in. Today's going to be from James 5:7-8, and I'll read it right now. Be patient then, brothers and sisters, until the Lord's coming. See how the farmer waits for the land to yield its valuable crops, patiently waiting for the autumn and spring rains. You too, be patient and stand firm, because the Lord is coming near. So first of all, we need to have patience. We need to have patience. It says right there that we need to have patience, and I think that's something that often we don't have. It's unfortunate, but a lot of times I don't have patience. When I'm waiting for something I really want or I think I need, I decide that I need it quicker than it's coming, and so I get kind of frustrated with that. But we need to remember that patience is a good virtue, and it's a virtue that we need to have, and that is something that is desirable to have, and that when we have patience, we can reflect upon our lives and have peace in our situations, and I think that is really amazing. And James also talks about that what we are waiting for is incredibly valuable. He says, the farmer waits for the land to yield its valuable crop. I think that's something that we can take into account when we think about what the Lord's giving us. What He's giving us is something more manageable, more great than we can ever imagine. I think that's just really cool when we think about the Lord and His blessings that He's given us here on earth, which is more than we could ever ask for already. Think about when we're in heaven, what that's going to be like. That's going to be unimaginable, and that's kind of a beautiful thing, and it makes me so grateful to God when I think about all the blessings I have on earth, and then I think, oh man, heaven's going to be greater than this, and it's hard to imagine sometimes. But I think when we have patience and when we focus ourselves on God's plan for our lives, and when we're content in our current situations, when we have patience in that, it can really bring out in us some quality peace and some quality contentment. And James he's calling for patience. He's calling this something that we should have. Patience is something that we need to desire and that we need to strive for. It's one of the fruits of the Spirit for a reason. It's something that we should all desire to have, and I think the analogy he used with the farmer is it's very telling, because you think about how long a farmer has to wait for his crops to grow. It's once a year he gets a harvest, and when we have that type of patience, and when we understand that it's going to take time and it's going to take maybe a long time, but when we can find ourselves in a place of peace in that, I think that's really an amazing thing. And at the very end he talks about be patient and stand firm because the Lord is coming near. I want to take a look at that stand firm part, because not only do we need to be patient, and I think patience is good, but it helps us stand firm in God and in the fact that He is coming, and we can be patient that we don't have to rush God. When we have patience, we can understand that in His timing, which could be long, and it's something that we have to wait for, but in Him all things are good. And so when we have patience, I think it helps us to stand firm in God, instead of getting so frustrated we start to doubt, and then we start to leave God and leave the faith. So I think that is something really, really cool. Okay, thank you guys. See you later.